Need a little black dress but you're strapped for cash? Well, I'm gonna show you how to upcycle one that you can make really easy in just 20 minutes. Hi everyone, I'm Angelina and this is Blueprint DIY, where we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us. Today, we are tackling the little black dress. And before we go any further, I want to let you know you do not want to miss the end, because as it turns out, we're going to be able to wear this 3 different types of ways. So you don't want to miss it. But if you missed my runway inspiration video, you definitely want to check that out. Today, we're tackling this little black dress by Carolina Herrera for spring 2023. I like this because I thought it would be really easy to do, something you could do really quickly in 20 minutes. Get the stuff from the thrift store. I went to the thrift store looking for a tank top, a rib tank top. I didn't end up finding one out of all the 50 million tank tops they have, but I will explain how to do it if you find a tank top. But I ended up finding 2 skirts, and one skirt was ribbed, so that's what I was looking for. It had these adjustable sides, so that actually turned out to be absolutely amazing. And then the other one just needs to be a long skirt, something long, something that you could get 2 rectangle pieces out of. So let's do it. And I will tell you that I did not particularly buy this for this outer layer per se. I bought it for the shinier inner layer. That's going to be closer to the inspiration, although the outer or the inner, it doesn't really matter, but we're going to actually use both. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to, whether you have a skirt or a tank top, you're actually going to turn it over so that the bottom is now going to be the top. You can keep the top as the top, but the problem with this one in particular, with this stretchy, this elastic, it makes a little bulge underneath my arms that I really don't like when you're talking about like sleeveless stuff. I don't like that. Yeah, so we're going to take this and we're actually going to cut off the elastic part. Now, if you don't have enough length, feel free to take that apart, but if you're working with a tank top, you're going to need to cut it off right underneath the arms anyway. And you can see I cut it a little bit past the seam where this is, so I don't lose those little straps that are in there. All right, so now we have this. We're ready to go with that. We'll move that to the side. Now for this, we're actually pretty much going to do the same thing. We're going to cut off the waistband. Now we're going to cut this open so that we have our zipper out. So now we have one big piece. We have darts. Gosh, dog, I got a seam rip because I need this. I need this to be one flat piece, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 darts that need to come out. Hopefully they're whole darts. Yes, they're whole darts. They haven't been cut. All right, so now those pleats are out. So I'm gonna fold this in half the long way, making sure to keep in mind that I have a hem right here that could come out or whatever. 20-minute dress, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. So now we're gonna cut it down the long way so that we have 2 long pieces. All right, so now we can separate the inner layer from the outer layer. We have these 2, which we're gonna leave those because they're how they're supposed to be. I need to sew at both ends. So this side, and we're gonna sew this side. Then we're going to lay these good side to good side, and we're gonna do the same thing. All right, so I have basically 2 tubes now. If you just use one, it'll be fine as long as it's like a fabric that's more robust like this. Something light like this you might not want to use by itself. All right, so we're gonna fold both layers right side out, and we're gonna layer them one on top of the other. So we have 2 big tubes, and now we are going to turn it so that it is a bubble dress. I haven't had a bubble dress, it's in a long time. All right, so I'm just gonna line up my seams. Like I said, this is not a perfect rectangle, so we're gonna have to do some improv at points. But since it is a bubble, I'm not really worried about it. Now, what you could do, especially in this case where like both layers may not be the exact same length, you can gather at the gathering stitch separately so that each layer has its own gathering stitch. That way, you know, everything will be the same length once you put it onto the skirt or onto the dress. I'm gonna try to do it all together. I think this may be a bad idea, but I'm gonna try and we're gonna see how it goes. So basically what we're gonna do is now we're going to go and add a gathering stitch all along the edge. And basically a gathering stitch is a straight stitch that has the highest tension, the highest number on your tension, which is actually the loosest tension, and the highest number of the stitch length. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to use the bobbin thread and we want to gather it. It's much easier to pull the bobbin thread than the top thread to gather. So you want to find that thread and just gently pull on there. There are a lot of easier ways to gather. Oh shoot. Some people say they use like a piece of yarn and they zigzag over it because this is a lot of fabric. So let's try it. Okay, I discovered something. If you keep pulling the yarn as you're sewing, you can actually gather as you sew. And you don't have to do that at the end. So now all of that is gathered behind there. All right, so I am pulling it and I have it pinned on that side. You saw me pin it and it's pretty good. It's going pretty good. I can do that as much as I need to. Release it. Now the only thing I'm concerned about is like, how do I now sew it to the dress, because I don't want this to stay. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? We are in the middle of this Upcycling My Dream Pictures wardrobe series, and it is absolutely amazing, and you don't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a thing. And if you're interested in planning out your upcycles, I do have an upcycle planner for purchase. It is in digital form as well as a hard copy. The link to that is in the description box below, as well as a video that'll let you know more about it. And if you are a subscriber and you're interested in behind the scenes content or taking classes with me, definitely consider becoming a member. Hit that join button next to the subscribe button to learn more about that. All right, back to the video. All right, here's our little ruffle. It is gonna be totes cute. Still have it connected to the thread because I don't plan on wasting this yarn. Now we take our top layer, and this is stretchy, and we want it to be able to stretch still a little bit as we're walking. So I'm going to mark, I've already marked one side, and we stretch it as much as we can and mark the other side. I just put my finger there, let go, and then mark there. So now I know I have this width that I need this to be. So we gathered it a little bit too much, so we're just gonna release it some until it's the right width. That's about right. So we wanna distribute evenly all along. All right, so now it's the right width. So I'm going to turn this so that it's front and back. These things are front and back rather than on the side. It's more flattering on me. And I am going to line it up so that I don't have a seam right there. And, you know, so that my seams are pretty centered. All right, so now I just need to stretch and sew. And make sure I don't hit the yarn. Oh boy, can I do it? All right, so you might be asking, if I cannot see the yarn, how do I know that I'm not gonna hit it? I can see the zigzag, and I know that the edge of the zigzag, the yarn never hit the edge of the zigzag. So as long as I stay on the left side of the zigzag, then I should be fine. Let's take a look. That looks pretty good. So I am going to go ahead and try to pull this out. All right. Now I can go take this to my serger and serge the whole thing together. All right, so now we're gonna make a thin strap. Here's another hack that I've seen. I'm gonna try today. I'm just trying a lot of stuff. We're going to take this to my serger. You can do the same thing with your sewing machine. I'm just gonna do it with my serger and sew one end close, and then make a long serger line and then hide that line inside so that I can pull it through when I finish. So we're gonna try it. Seen it done. We'll see if I can do it. All right, so now we're back. I have it cut so that the tail is coming out from the inside, and I'm trying to get it to turn inside out.
6 hours later.
It is not working. All right, so I got 2 straps. We are going to, whatever it is, we're gonna make it work. That tip, I did not like it. So I am lastly going to add just a little bit of elastic just to make sure that it is snug but not tight. So I'm just going to take loose the seam at certain portions, at 2 portions, like on both sides, just enough to get the elastic in there. You can put it on a safety pin. You can go ahead and put that in. We're just gonna work that through. And I'm really just gonna put it real loose for right now, and then I'll try it on, adjust the elastic, and then sew the elastic down. Oh, we do have to try it on at the straps as well. All right, I am super excited to style this. Like I said, this was really quick and easy, and I was able to give you guys a couple of tips and, you know, maybe something to steer clear from. So let's see how you can wear this little black dress in 3 different ways.
You're already on my mind when it gets late. I always realize that I need you. Are you thinking about me tonight? Already know there's no reason to hold it back. I let it show all my feelings. Are you thinking about me tonight? And that makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise. I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise.
Yes, so there you go. You could wear it as a dress with the straps, just like our inspiration, or you could also wear it with the adjustable part in the front and the back. To me, that gives you more body yaddy yaddy, and it also gives it more of like a youthful, fun vibe. And you can also wear it as a skirt. So 3 for 1. You guys know I love combining and having multiple ways to wear something, so there you go. And you don't even have to do this in black if you are not inclined to. You guys are the creative ones. Definitely let me know in the comments if you're gonna do this and how you would do yours. And I also have tons of other videos for you to watch right here. If you have missed any of these series, I do have a playlist for this series that you should see pop up right here. And if you're interested in the top I have on, this used to be pants, I'll definitely link the video tutorial for that in the description box as well. And definitely let me know what you want to see me upcycle next. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.